Do not forget to subscribe to Rajshri Food, and for regular recipe notifications, click on the bell icon. Diwali is that time of the year where you have a lot of guests in the house. That one question that keeps looming on our mind is, what do we serve them? Well, we end up making gujiyas, laddus, shakkar paras and lots of other things. Today, let's see a different kind of a save. Well, you've all heard of it. It's a peppery save called bhujia. Hey guys, it's Varun Inamdar and welcome to Rajshri Food. For the aloo bhujia, of course, we're going to use aloo, which is potato. You need to clean them nicely, wash them nicely, boil them, peel them and grate them. Keep it ready. And what you also need to keep ready is besan or gram flour. Well, there are two different kinds of besan. One is absolutely fine and another one is a little gritty. The fine one is the one that we use for bhajiyas and sev and things like that. And the gritty ones, generally we use for laddus. Now we need the finer one. So I've taken that. You need to sieve it well, and to that we need to add in the mashed or grated potato. Well, you can make this recipe without potato as well, but since this is aloo bhujia, of course aloo becomes an integral part of the recipe. To this we need to start flavoring it. The first flavoring is hing or asafoetida. Another ingredient that I'm using is chaat masala, because this is a save which of course is peppery, but at the same time is also chatpata and spicy. To add in the peppery quotient, of course, I'm using black pepper. And the last ingredient is Garam Masala. We need to add in some salt, but you do not need to overdo it. You can taste the dough later and check for some more or less of the salt. Let's mix this first. Now potato, the moment you start mashing potato, you'll realize that a lot of moisture is there in a potato. So you will require lesser quantity of water than you would normally do. So first, let's mix the potato well in all of this, and then if required, we'll adjust this with some water. Well, for this, I have not used even a single drop of water because I think the potato has done its job. This has now rolled into a nice and soft dough, and that's exactly how we want it. Let's keep it here in the same bowl. Let's apply just a touch of oil, not too much, and allow this to rest covered for 15 minutes. It's been 15 minutes and our dough has rested well. Let's quickly give that a check. Let's apply some more oil to this. And let's knead this one more time. Well, because we gave it a good resting time, the dough is not as sticky as it was earlier. It's become nice and soft, and that's exactly how we want it. Well, the next step of making a save is having a press like this at home. Well, they have various plates like these. You can make a chakli out of it, or you can make a papdi out of it, or you can make save like this. Well, these also have grits and sizes. This is a smaller one, which is a thinner one, and this is a little fatter or little thicker one. I'm using the fatter one or the thicker one for now. To this, we also need to apply some oil so that the dough kind of slides absolutely easily. Let's run the fingers into the mold like so. Also a little at the base. And finally, let's pinch a little of the dough. Let's knead it one more time. Well, while we're doing this, we can also heat some oil on high flame. You can use a deep kadhai, any deep vessel. Let's slide this into our mold. Let's press this. Well, as a trial, if you've never done this before, all you need to do is start rotating this like so that it builds up pressure and starts dropping into hot oil like so. So here, if you see, these are bhujiyas in raw form. Once, of course, these get fried, you have your bhujiyas in place. Well, in recipes that in particular involve frying as a technique, it's absolutely important to gauge the temperature of oil. For that, what I'm doing is I'm making a small ball of the dough and I'm dropping it in oil. You'll notice that the ball, the moment it drops in oil, sinks straight at the bottom, and then slowly starts rising and creates these bubbles on the side. This is the sign that the oil has heated up well. Let's remove this ball of dough and let's fry our bhujiyas. Once the bhujiyas are fried to a nice golden brown color and they're nice and crisp, let's transfer these on an absorbent tissue paper and let's start frying the rest of the bhujiyas. I hope this turns out to be a firecracking and delicious recipe for your Diwali get-togethers. All you need with this is a cup of hot tea. Do not forget to like and share the video, subscribe to Rajshri Food, and this is from me and my entire team. Happy and safe Diwali across the globe.